Eric Scott Esch, better known by his nickname Butterbean, is an American heavyweight boxer, kickboxer, and mixed martial artist. Esch held world boxing champion titles in the IBA and in the little-known World Sports Association, or WAA. He was called the king of 4-round fights. But like most fighters, Eric had defeats in the professional ring. In this episode, we will show you the defeats of Eric Esch in mixed martial arts. Eric Esch versus Genki Sudo. In 2003, at a New Year's tournament in Nagoya, Japan, Butterbean met with a Japanese fighter. Sudo gained 80 kilograms exclusively for the battle with Butterbean. He usually performed in the lightweight category, but not this time. In the first round, Esch fought his 180-kilogram enemy with various kicks from a distance. In the second round, Sudo, using a bulldog move, grabbed at Butterbean's ankle and dumped him on the canvas, after which he managed to force a surrender by twisting his heel. Eric Esch versus Nick Penner. The fight took place on December 28, 2007 in Alberta, Canada. At the start of the fight, Nick expectedly held Butterbean at a distance and attacked his legs. The athletes enter a clinch, and for Eric, this is not the best position because he is a professional boxer and wrestling is not his specialty. In the clinch, both athletes try to strike with their knees, but this does not prove successful. Penner performs a takedown and begins to strike Eric with his fists and elbows in an attempt to inflict damage. After several attempts, Esch tries to perform a Kimura on Penner, but that does not slow him down. Ultimately, Eric suffers a submission defeat. Eric Esch versus Pat Smith. This fight took place on April 11, 2008 in New Jersey, USA. From the very beginning, Smith behaves very carefully, closing the distance and throwing single shots that reach their goal. In the middle of the first round, during the attack, Eric stumbles and falls to the floor. This was the end for him. Smith did not miss this moment and successfully finished him off on the floor, though it took almost 2 minutes.
That's it. That is it. Bean taps out.
Eric Esch versus Jeff Kugel. The fight took place on March 6, 2010 in Michigan, United States. In the first round, everything goes according to the usual scenario. Jeff tries to attack Eric's legs from a distance, then does a takedown and begins to strike his opponent with his hands. Eric receives a cut from the numerous blows of his opponent, and the judge decides to stop the fight, as he sees that this is just a beating. Eric Esch versus Mariusz Pudzianowski. The fight took place on September 18, 2010 in Poland. This fight was far from being comical, as Eric was facing one of the strongest men on the planet and one of the best heavyweight boxers. Eric starts this fight with an exact left jab. Mariusz is cautious because he understands that once Esch starts an attack, he often cannot be stopped. Eric moves in, but Pudzianowski rolls him to the ground and begins to beat Butterbean with strong blows from both hands. After a few seconds of this one-sided beating, the referee stops the fight, and Eric Esch loses again. Eric Esch versus Eric Barak. The fight took place on October 7, 2011 in Quebec, Canada. Neither side is too hasty to start the battle, both engaging in light single blows. No one ever takes Eric lightly because he has an explosive strike which he has cut down the best of the best. Barak also does not dare to attack Esch at first, but Butterbean starts to attack the opponent and grabs his head in a clinch. Barak breaks out of the clinch and strikes with 2 right hooks to the head that knock down the giant. He understands that he should not hesitate and starts to finish Esch off with strong blows from his hands. Butterbean manages to stand up and does his best to just start throwing punches, but opening his defense. Round 3. The athletes are pretty tired. Butterbean starts an attack, but Barack quickly enters a clinch, and with an unsuccessful attempt to do a takedown, Eric crashes to the floor. This was a fatal mistake. Barack realizes that this may be his last chance to win and quickly switches to a stranglehold. This is the end. Eric taps out. Eric Esch versus Sandy Bowman. The fight took place on October 21, 2011 in Alberta, Canada. From the first seconds of the fight, it was clear how much faster Sandy was. The result was not long in coming. Bowman's left high kick ended this match with a clear knockout. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below on other colorful figures from the world of fighting sports that you would like to see featured in our videos. We'll see you next time in the ring.